And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another video game review, and today, sorry for my throat, I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I'm reviewing Metroid Prime. Yeah, another Metroid game, prime time, baby. This game was released in 2002 on the GameCube. It's considered one of, if not the best GameCube game ever made. The GameCube and Metroid are very well known to go well together. There's a lot of good Metroid games on the GameCube. It was last system to really last and really only system, except maybe the Super Nintendo, to really appreciate Metroid outside the NES, which I guess, yeah, the NES, Super NES, and then GameCube, I guess. I'm getting off task. Anyway, this was my second Metroid game. I did play the original, which you can go check out in my review of that. I also played Dread, which is the newest Metroid game at the time of recording this. I don't know if Prime or Dread reviews is going to come out first. I still got to adjust the schedule, and things are always changing, so I don't quite know which. However, we'll see. But this game I was expecting a little bit more out of than I thought. I played it at LikunMiffery's house. We both went in on it because the box said it was Kmart exclusive, and abandoned retail memorabilia is always a welcome collector's item for me. And also, I heard it's a really good game, so I wanted to give it a try. And I was just okay. That's what I thought. So let's jump right into it, shall we? First off, one thing I will say about the game, good thing I will say about the game, is it has amazing graphics. Amazing graphics. Especially for the time. This is the very first 3D Metroid game. It's also the first one to be in first person, since the N64 didn't even have a Metroid game. So you're jumping from Super Nintendo, like 1994 time, I think it was, all the way to now. It's a long time. That's a long time. And a huge upgrade. They did a great job with the graphical quality of this game. And then I will say, the gameplay itself, at its core, it's just a first-person shooter. And first-person shooters were a big deal around this time with the PlayStation, and then you throw Xbox in with Halo, and even at N64 time, people were starting to do stuff with that. So, yeah, it's just another one of those, really. And I'm not a huge fan of first-person shooters, but Nintendo does do a good job of putting the Metroid spin on it and making it more fun than just your generic Call of Duty, Destiny, Halo, all those kind of games. And I gotta appreciate that. So they did a good job there. Let's talk about some controls. The C-Stick thing that I talked about in my Resident Evil 4 review still attains here in the Metroid Prime. Why do you not use the C-Stick? It just doesn't make any sense. It's a little bit more of a gripe in Resident Evil 4's case because that game came out 3 years after Metroid Prime. But still, why the fuck? I guarantee they were doing it on Xbox. I guarantee they're doing it on PlayStation. Why the fuck couldn't you do it on GameCube, Nintendo? Doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. Just very annoying for no reason. It's also very finicky to lock on to stuff and change your camera angle and all of that stuff. It doesn't always work the best in very tense, quick mode combat situations. It also doesn't work that great. Which is fine, but it just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't really change a whole lot for me, but it's just a little hard to get used to as well. The Morph Ball is kind of like Sonic now, because you're in 3D, and they do a lot of stuff with half pipes and stuff in this game. And it definitely feels like Sonic, so there you go. There you go. But a lot of fun there, I guess. There's a lot of, and this game guess it kind of doesn't really happen in the first Metroid, and I haven't played Super Metroid, and I don't know about any of the other games after this. I know it doesn't really happen in Dread at all either, but a lot of backtracking in this game. You go one end all the way to the other, and then all the way back over, and you got to do a lot of running around, traversing through the same areas a little bit. Like, here's point A and here's point B, but to point A you got to stop here and then go do all here, and then you can go to point B, and then you got another point B to go to, and then you got to go and then you can go. Yeah, that can be a little bit repetitive at some points in the game. Could you not think about that? It gets pretty annoying pretty quickly, for sure. Final battles in this game are also extremely intense. Nothing that I would consider hardest video game levels worthy, just a little bit high tension at the end of the battles, which is cool because it's a statement that Nintendo was really making at the time, because they were being criticized as the GameCube being very much a children's console with all the very colorful, high colorful stuff, like Mario Sunshine just come out, and they were doing a lot of licensed stuff and couldn't run a lot of the high powered stuff like Halo or anything like that, or anything of that kind of nature. At least Halo's always been an Xbox only game, but you know what I mean. But with Metroid, this game, they really made a statement, especially with some of these final battles. It's kind of just like, look at us now, we are Nintendo, the not kids company, but we kind of are everything. And, you know, I feel like more people should be calling them out for that now. Because, you know, copyright. But I guess Dread kind of also helped out with that, and also higher powered stuff. But you know what I mean. Yeah, the final battles are really intense, but it's really satisfying too. So there you go. Anyway, though, that's going to do it for my review of Metroid Prime. It wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. It sucks. It really does, because my expectations were probably also a little too high for this game, I will admit. But you know, all of what I heard about this game, I thought it was going to be a little bit more than what it was. That kind of sucks, but it wasn't a bad investment for sure. Still definitely enjoyed my time playing it. So my final score probably going to be a 7 out of 10 for Metroid Prime. So there you go. Good shit. So that's going to do it for my review. If you've played Metroid Prime, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this review as well. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more game reviews and other awesome stuff. Until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.